Hi, George here. I found a weird game while scrolling through some old USB drives I was given by a friend of mine. Said, friend. Well, he and a few others have gone missing. I really don't know what to do. It's been days, weeks. It feels like it's been a year since it happened. I'm not here to vent about this. I've done enough of that with my parents and brother. What I've come to do here is mainly tell you guys about this game I found on this purple-violet USB drive. It didn't really have that much, to be honest, just some photos, videos, and there was even a song in there that I think my friend James made. The file was called s1n.au. I had to convert it into an MP3 because I didn't have the software to open .au files. And yes, James and his brother Thomas, alongside Ethan, were the same three that went missing. I miss them, to be honest. I guess it's to be expected. But all of them, in one fell swoop. Gone. No trace of them. Or, well, at least that we know of. The police has made some odd discoveries, but I won't dwell too much on that. Case in point, there was a Sonic game thing on the drive. It was on a folder called Hedgehog, and the game itself, or the executable file to be specific, was called Hedgehog 2001.exe. I tried to open it like that, but apparently I had to rename it to Hedgehog underscore 2011.exe for it to work. And to my surprise, it was just Sonic 1, but someone ported it over to the PC. It was janky at best. The controls were clunky, the physics, although close to the original, had a tendency to just overshoot it, somehow. And for some reason, there were missing sprites, which were replaced with red or black boxes. Besides that, it was just Sonic 1. I did notice that Sonic sprites had some weirdness to them. Either the guy who recreated the sprites didn't see colors right, or just bullshitted his way into finishing it. Sonic's shoes were gray, they didn't have the classic white stripe, and his quill's pattern was like 3 on his head and 3 on his back. I really don't know, it just looked weird. It still looked like Sonic, but not quite. And you might say, oh, well that's it? A weird Sonic game? And no, there is more. At one point or another, after finishing Green Hills Act 2, I think, I get kicked out of the game. By that I mean the game closed itself. I thought it crashed, but when I decided to look at my computer's desktop, I see a new text file, which read, "Hello, I see you're enjoying my game. Say, would you like to have more fun? If so, you're in luck, because by the time you're done reading this, you'll be able to go back into the game with new content to enjoy. Smiley face, signed Sonic." Weird, right? Yeah, I thought so too. Well, to be specific, I thought, well shit, I guess I've got a virus now. At least I get to play Sonic before my PC hits shit and dies. So what's the new things on the game? Well, I opened it and I was greeted with a character selection screen. I saw Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, and Sonic, but for some reason they used the Sonic 3 sprites for Sonic. At least for the character portrait thingy. So I decided to play as Tails, cause why not? Tails is fun to play as and skip entire levels like that. After I chose Tails, I heard someone laughing. I thought it was someone outside since I had my headphones on, but then again it sounded artificially muffled. Like compressed, besides being low in volume. It was sorta high-pitched, but like low on tone. I don't know how to say it. Either way, that happened. Then I get shown some text on the screen saying, "Let's play hide and seek. I'll be the seeker." Then it changed to "Go. Run and hide as fast as you can." Then I get tossed into the level. No title card, nothing. Just text. Fades out, bam, level. So I did what I was asked to do. I went and hid for a bit until the clock ticked to 0. Oh yeah, there was also this arrow thingy circling around Tails that indicated where the seeker was. Pretty cool, I guess. Case in point, the seeker didn't find me. Then I get prompted with "Go to the starting point." And then the arrow pointed at where I was meant to go. After I get to the starting point, I get prompted with "Now I'll hide, you'll be the seeker." Then a countdown from 10 started. I wasn't able to move, so I had to wait. The clock reached 0, and then I was able to move. I went looking for someone, and I didn't know what. or for who I was looking for, but I just kept going. It was Green Hills Act 1, so I was able to remember places where someone could hide. And even then, I couldn't find anyone, so I decided to just go into the end of the level. And to my surprise, Sonic was there, behind the finish sign thing. It was the Sonic I started playing with, the weird looking one. Not like I could see if the Sonic 3 Sonic was just a portrait yet. So, after I find the Sonic, I see text pop out into the screen. Well, you found me. That was fun, wasn't it? Now, would you like to play tag? Then I see Sonic go from looking at Tails to looking directly at the camera. It felt as if he was actually just staring at me. The screen faded to black. I heard that laugh again. Now I was in Green Hills Act 3. There were no enemies, much like the hide-and-seek thing, and text appeared saying, "I'll give you a head start." Then the Sonic drowning theme started playing. Only difference was that it was really distorted and compressed. I had 5 seconds to go and get out of Sonic's reach, but I decided to stay. I got curious to see what would happen.